What if I told you that a simple trick with your leftover rice could dramatically stabilize your blood sugar and boost your energy, all backed by exciting new science? You know, we're always looking for easy, effective ways to stay healthy, especially when it comes to managing conditions like diabetes or just keeping those energy levels steady throughout the day. And for years, people have been talking about resistant starch in rice, but new research is giving us even more precise and powerful ways to harness its benefits. Today, we're diving into the cold rice secret. It's a method that sounds almost too simple to be true, but it's backed by fascinating new studies, including some specifically on people with type 1 diabetes, showing remarkable results for blood sugar stability. This isn't just a minor adjustment. It's a game changer for anyone looking to eat their rice smarter. My journey to explore this particular cold rice method really deepened when I saw these new studies focusing on more significant changes in blood sugar. It pushed me to think, if something this simple can make such a big difference, everyone needs to know about it. It's all about empowering you with the latest science to live your healthiest, most vibrant life. So, get ready to change the way you think about leftover rice. I promise you, by the end of this, you'll have a new favorite habit. And as always, if you find this information valuable, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Senior Fit Nation. It helps us reach more amazing people like you. Let's chill some rice. Section 1. The Magic of Resistant Starch, Revisited and Refined. All right. Let's dive into the science behind the cold rice secret. It all comes down to a special kind of carbohydrate called resistant starch. Now, we've talked about this before, but new studies are really showing us just how powerful it is and the best ways to create it. Here's the magic. When you cook high-carb foods like rice and then let them sit and cool, that resistant starch starts to form. What makes it so special? Well, unlike regular starch that your body quickly breaks down into sugar, resistant starch literally resists digestion in your small intestine. Instead, it travels all the way down to your large intestine, where it acts like a fantastic food source for all those wonderful, beneficial bacteria living in your gut. And here's why that's so important. When your gut bacteria feast on resistant starch, they produce beneficial compounds that are great for your overall health. Plus, resistant starch itself helps balance blood sugar and can even regulate appetite and energy. It essentially helps slow down how quickly other carbs are absorbed, acting a lot like fiber in your system. Section 2. The groundbreaking new study, Cold Rice and Type 1 Diabetes. This is where the new research really gets exciting. A small but incredibly insightful study was recently published in the journal Nutrition and Diabetes. A team of Polish researchers from the Poznan University of Medical Sciences decided to put this cold rice theory to the test. They looked at 32 patients with type 1 diabetes. This is a really important detail because managing blood sugar in type 1 diabetes can be particularly challenging, and seeing positive effects here is a big deal. Here's what they did. Each participant ate 2 different test meals of long-grain white rice, each containing about 46 grams of carbohydrates. Meal 1. The rice was prepared and served immediately, fresh off the cooker. Meal 2. The exact same portion of rice, but this time it was allowed to cool in a refrigerator for 24 hours, and then it was reheated and served. And the results were truly significant. They found that when participants ate the cooled and reheated rice, their blood sugar levels were remarkably more stable. They saw less of an overall increase in blood sugar, and it took a shorter time for their blood sugar to peak compared to when they ate the fresh rice. The chilled rice had significantly more resistant starch, confirming that's why it worked. This is fantastic news. While this particular study was small and focused on a specific group, It adds powerful weight to previous research that also suggested cooling carb-rich foods can change how your body absorbs them. In fact, a similar study from 2015, conducted on people without diabetes, found comparable results, with chilled rice causing less of a blood sugar spike. Section 3. Beyond blood sugar, so much more good from cold rice. Now, while keeping your blood sugar stable is a huge win, the amazing benefits of getting more resistant starch from your cooled rice don't stop there. This is where it gets really exciting, because it affects your whole body and how you feel every day. Experts, like registered nutritionist Rhiannon Lambert, have highlighted even more fantastic advantages of this simple trick. First off, let's talk about appetite regulation. You know that feeling when you've eaten a meal, but an hour later you're already thinking about snacks? Resistant starch can actually help with that. It helps your body regulate your appetite, making you feel genuinely fuller and more satisfied after meals. This is absolutely fantastic if you're keeping an eye on your weight or just trying to avoid mindless snacking throughout the day. Then there's preventing energy dips. We've all been there. That notorious afternoon slump where your energy just nosedives and all you want to do is take a nap after lunch. By balancing your blood sugar, resistant starch helps prevent those sudden crashes. It keeps your energy levels much steadier and more consistent throughout the day, which can really boost your productivity and help you feel more alert and engaged. And for those of you on a journey to manage your weight, this is big. Aiding weight loss. Because resistant starch helps with appetite control and can even reduce the calories your body absorbs from rice, consuming more of it can be incredibly beneficial if you're focusing on body fat loss. It's like a secret weapon in your pantry. So, as you can see, this isn't just about avoiding a problem like blood sugar spikes. It's about actively enhancing your daily well-being, helping you feel more satisfied, more energized, and supporting your weight goals, all from a simple change to your rice. Section 4. Your practical guide to the cold rice secret. This is the best part, putting the cold rice secret into action at home. It's easy, and the benefits are truly remarkable for your blood sugar, energy, and even appetite control. Here's your step-by-step guide. Step 1. Cook your rice as usual. Prepare your favorite rice. White or brown works perfectly for this method, just like you normally would. You can use your rice cooker, a pot on the stove, whatever is easiest for you. The key is to make sure it's fully cooked. If you're making a batch for dinner tonight, go ahead and cook your usual amount. Don't worry about it being too much, because the next step turns it into a health booster for later. This is the foundation. Starting with cooked rice sets up the crucial changes that happen next. Step 2. The critical cooling phase. Once your rice is cooked, the magic begins. You need to let it cool completely. For the most powerful effect in creating resistant starch, based on that new study, you'll want to refrigerate it for a full 24 hours. To do this safely and efficiently, first, let the rice cool down at room temperature for about 30 minutes to an hour. This helps it release steam and cool evenly. Then, transfer it to an airtight container. Plastic or glass, either is fine. Make sure it's well sealed. Pop it directly into the refrigerator. Cook a larger batch of rice on Sunday evening. Once it cools for an hour or so, transfer it to containers and place them in the fridge. By Monday evening, or even Tuesday morning, that rice is perfectly primed and ready. This extended cooling period, specifically 24 hours in the fridge, allows the starch molecules in the rice to literally recrystallize and form significantly more resistant starch. Remember, this resistant starch is what helps stabilize your blood sugar, leads to less overall increase in blood sugar, and a shorter time to peak when you eat it. It also acts like fiber to balance the absorption of other carbs. Step 3. Gentle reheating and enjoying. When you're ready to enjoy your transformed rice, simply reheat it gently. The beauty is that the resistant starch created during cooling remains intact even after reheating. Microwave. Add a tablespoon of water per cup of rice, cover, and microwave until hot. Stovetop. Put the rice in a pot with a splash of water, cover, and heat over low flame, stirring occasionally until warmed through. Steamer. Place rice in a steamer basket over boiling water until hot. On Tuesday, take out that batch of rice you prepped on Sunday. Warm it up for your lunch or as a side for your dinner. It's ready to go, and now it's supercharged with benefits. You get all the incredible advantages of the resistant starch: more stable blood sugar, less dramatic spikes, and better appetite regulation, without sacrificing the warmth or taste of freshly cooked rice. This means more sustained energy throughout your day and potentially less afternoon slump, keeping you feeling productive and vital. Plus, for those on a weight management journey, this method can even aid in body fat loss. It's truly that simple. You're taking regular rice and, with just a little patience in the fridge, turning it into a blood sugar stabilizing, energy boosting, and appetite regulating superfood. It's an easy win for your health. Now, I want to share a quick story from one of our own Senior Fit Nation members, a wonderful woman named Martha. Martha is 72, and she loves her rice, but she was finding that after lunch, she'd often feel sluggish, almost like hitting a wall, and her doctor was encouraging her to find ways to keep her blood sugar steadier. She was a little skeptical when I suggested the cold rice secret. It just seemed too easy. But Martha decided to try it. She started cooking a bigger batch of rice on Monday nights, letting it cool, and then putting it in the fridge. For the rest of the week, she'd just grab a portion, warm it up, and have it with her meals. After just a couple of weeks, she couldn't believe the difference. "Dr. Miller," she told me, "that afternoon slump? It's almost gone, and I just feel lighter somehow." She wasn't consciously changing much else, but that steady energy and reduced cravings were a game changer for her. It just goes to show how these small, science-backed habits can make a world of difference in your daily life. So there you have it, Senior Fit Nation. The cold rice secret is a powerful, science-backed way to take control of your blood sugar and unlock even more benefits from a food you probably already love. Remember, it's about making small, smart adjustments that add up to a healthier, more energetic you. I'm so passionate about sharing these breakthroughs because I truly believe every senior deserves access to the latest information to thrive. Don't be afraid to try new things, especially when they're this simple and beneficial. Next time, we'll explore the fascinating link between the spices in your pantry and how they can actually support your cognitive health and memory. Until then, keep thriving, keep learning, and keep making those incredible healthy choices. This is Dr. Miller, signing off from Senior Fit Nation.